Happy Thursday Dash Friday to all of you, my fellow brothers and sisters in Doll. It's me, your buddy Donnie, again with another Dolly review, and as always, telling it like a TI is. Um, in tonight's review, Doll review, I'm bringing you a gentleman that is, well, I would say, in my opinion, very underrated. Very, very underrated. I'm talking about the black version of Day to Night Ken. Okay, we've all seen the white version plenty, but the black version is little known, little sought after, maybe. Um, Historically, Mattel has always made smaller batches of ethnic dolls as opposed to the white ones, and I understand it. Not necessarily a racist decision, but I like to believe it was more of a business decision. For some reason, black Ken dolls didn't seem to have sold as well as the white ones. Again, we'll never know. Um, but because this I happen to love this head mold. I think he's very handsome. I love his smile. Okay, and this head mold is one of those Ken head molds that, unfortunately, well, when Mattel discontinued it, boy, did they discontinue it, because never, ever, ever again have we seen this head mold after 87, I believe. Now, Mattel, being the business that it is, firmly believes in waste not, want not. So they're constantly recycling old head molds, body, and so on. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I get it. But for some reason, there are certain head molds that, again, are right into the sunset, quietly right into the sunset, never to be seen again. It's like they were banished, or vanished. I'm sorry. Like they never even existed. You know. Now, I for one, like I said, I really like this Ken. This head mold never had a proper name, just Black Ken. I like to think, I call it, I dubbed it, the Jermaine head mold, because he reminds me of Jermaine Jackson. Okay. Now, he's not a dead ringer, and this is not the Jermaine Jackson doll, quote unquote, but Mattel often uses celebrities as inspiration, for not only for fashions, but also for head molds that not necessarily give credit to the actor or the singer, okay? Like in the 90s, when they started using what I call the Selma Hayek head mold for the Teresa dolls and Hispanic versions of Barbie. Okay, but I'll cover her in another video. Back to Day to Night Ken. Well, I'm gonna open him. Let me see. Let me tilt down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. There's a glare. I'm gonna open him, simply because, well, I want to do an unboxing review of it. Now, this is the only black Day to Night Ken that I have. Okay. Normally, I do not. Oh, what did I do? I do not like to open a mint doll that I don't have a duplicate of out of the box. Okay. But in this case, I'm making an exception because if I'm lucky enough, I shall come across another one of these. But I'm unboxing, this candle for y'all, to look and delight, and also because I'm gonna redress him. I don't have designs on him. Okay, so okay, there's his box. Okay, with his corresponding black Barbie Day to Night. put this down for a second. Okay, he comes with instructions. Now this is unique because normally, okay, in these type of inserts, they just do a generic sketch of the doll. But this, they did the specific sketch of the black Ken head mold because I have the white one and I remember that it's a different hairstyle. Okay, but for the black Ken, they actually did, you know, the sketch to portray his afro and the instructions on how to change his look from day to night. Here comes his accessories, which I'm not gonna open right now. This is the cummerbund, you know, front and a little bow tie, one piece. His socks and shoes. He comes with some inserts. Okay, now for this, they didn't bother with doing the black Ken picture. They just left the white Ken there. International Ken. And this pamphlet showing the dolls available at the time. Dolls and fashions. I love the Superstar era, sure enough, but I don't love every single fashion or doll from the Superstar era. Some of them are lame, in my opinion. Okay. Well, anyways, let me put this down for a second. By the way, another reason why I'm so fond of this Ken is because he's very underrated. But I'm gonna cover a more in-depth video on the black Ken crystal, the crystal black Ken, which is not shown in the brochure. But anyways, back to this little gentleman. I believe that the reason, and I'm really giving Mattel the benefit of the doubt over her, that the reason why this Ken head mold quietly rode into the sunset by 1987 is because, well, this big afro style just was not that fashionable anymore by the late 80s. That is the only reason why I can think of. Because when they stopped using this head mold for all black Ken dolls, they started using the also very handsome Steven head mold, okay, which I've covered in other videos. So there's his blue liner. Here's Ken. He came attached with, you know, just two plasticky covered wires. Okay. His nice suede, like, I don't know if it's actual suede. I don't believe so. I mean, it is a toy after all. But if you notice, for this Ken, the black and the white versions for that matter, Mattel really, you know, outdid themselves. Because normally what they do with Ken's outfits, okay, that have this concept, okay, of jacket over shirt, they go very cheap and they don't bother doing the sleeves, okay, of the Ken dress shirt. Normally they just cut it here and here and sleeveless because a coat, not coat, I'm sorry, but the jacket goes over it anyways. But in this case, Mattel actually, you know, I don't want to give them too much credit. I said they went the extra mile, you know. But look, you know, Brother Man actually has sleeves, and they're long sleeves, and the material, okay, of this shirt is so beautiful. It has like, I don't know what it's called, not brocade. That's not the right term. It's not brocade, but coincidentally, this hand mold was also used throughout the '80s for the black version of of the Hart family. Okay, the Hart family black dolls. I don't have them in my collection. They are hard to find, and if you do find them, people think they're gonna put their kids through college with a couple of raggedy dolls. So, but anyhow, here's Day Tonight, Ken. Let me. Okay, I might as well. Let me go ahead. Ta-da. I'm not gonna bother putting on his socks because I'm gonna redress him anyways. But I will put on his shoes. The shoes I will put on. Well, as you see, the dog comes in his wearing his daytime look, the blazer, the jacket, and the long necktie. Okay, but brother man over here, I'm gonna change him for his nighttime look. How? Well, I remove his vest that matches his pants. I also remove his necktie, the long necktie. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why I love Ken so much. That Ken's build was always designed in such a way that he could stand without a doll stand. There's Ken looking dapper and elegant. When I was growing up in Peru, I had the white version. I didn't know. I didn't know. Nobody told me that there was a black version. So now the white version of this doll is very, very tanned, considering he's supposed to portray a Caucasian person. So I can tell you all the hours I spent dressing him and undressing him for from his daytime and nighttime. I had a lot of fun with this can. Well, the one that I had, which I might do a review on sometime. I thought it was so elegant, so elegant, and much like a lot of little girls dream of one day wearing Barbie's clothes on themselves, life size. I would also often dream of wearing Ken's clothes. I love Ken's fashions, and I really wanted to wear whatever Ken was wearing. Okay, so here we go now with his tuxedo like this open so you can see the cummerbund. Let me change the. Okay, angle of the camera. So look at Mr. Ken. There, so you can see his full body shot. Let me. Okay. So there's Mr. Day Tonight Ken. Um, there isn't much more to say about him other than what you've seen. Well, let me show you in the back of the box. It shows him, Ken, ready for work. Obviously, he works in an office. Okay, at the office, and big date tonight. Day to Night Ken holds a very near and dear place in my heart, as pretty much every doll I own, because I wouldn't have a doll that I didn't feel emotionally attached to. Okay, because as luck would have it, when I grew up, okay, I ended up, working in offices throughout my 20s and 30s. Okay, so I feel identified with this Ken as, again, I worked in an office. I had a desk job. I used to be a receptionist when I was fresh out of college. Okay, I'm an English teacher. Okay, but while I was in school, okay, I made my very modest living behind the desk answering phones. This can, let me see, this is 1984. 1984. I don't have the Black Barbie version of Day to Night. Okay, she's also a little elusive. Okay, and there is a Hispanic version of Day to Night Barbie as well, but I don't have her either. You know, so here's Mr. Day to Night Ken from 1984. Okay, I have reached a little milestone, which is 290 subscribers. Okay, I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you all very very much. Okay, because again, you're 290 very very special people who obviously like me, or maybe you don't like me and just happen to like the dolls that I review, and that's fine. This is not about me, anyways, but it's about the dolls. So, again, I thank you profusely from the bottom of my heart, okay? And keep watching. Please share, tell your friends, as my channel is, and I can't stress this enough, is truly rated G for general audiences, okay? Although my target demographic is the adult collectors, children who happen to be around and watch my dolly videos, are more than welcome. Hey, kitties, it's okay. Um, and because children are always walking in and out, or you know, their their parents or grandparents, or any relative who is an adult collector, I'm mindful of that. I'm very very mindful of that. That's why I keep my content, because I have nieces and nephews. You know, I keep my content truly general audiences. There are some doll lovers, doll collectors who make these type of videos, and they get into certain subjects that, well, is are best not to be delved into by someone like us, because we're not political commentators. At least we shouldn't be. We're not religious leaders or anything like that. We're just doll lovers. Who come from all walks and crawls of life. Okay, yeah, there I said it, walks and crawls. Because I have met throughout the years some doll lovers that, as people, are quite undesirable. Okay, but I'm not gonna get all judgmental. Okay, the point is, it's okay. If children happen to walk by, okay, and watch you watching one of my videos, again, it's all right. It's all right. So thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. I love you. And ta-ta for now.